In this video, we are going to learn how you can compare invoice details with sales records in real time. So your accounts team has created some invoices in the PDF format. So first of all, we are going to extract the invoice details from the PDF using DocParser. We are going to just parse the documents. Then we are going to compare the invoice details with the sales records that we are having in our Google Sheet. And if any of the invoice details doesn't matches, then we are going to inform our team, that is the accounts team, on the Slack channel that the invoice is created incorrectly. For that, we need to integrate DocParser with Google Sheets and then with Slack also. So how you can integrate all these software applications using Pabbly Connect? For that, you need to come to my screen. To compare invoice details with sales records in real time, first we need to log into Pabbly, pabbly.com. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we can find two options: sign in, sign up free. If you are a new user, you have to just click on sign up for free button and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes. And you're going to get free tasks every month. If you're already a user of Pabbly Connect, simply sign in. From the All Apps section, access Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this plus sign, create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as Compare Invoice Details with Sales Record. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on Create. Now we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this particular use case, we are going to compare the invoice details with the sales records, and if any of the invoice detail doesn't matches, we are going to inform our team on Slack. For that, first we need to integrate DocParser with Pabbly Connect, just because we have the invoice details in the PDF format. So we are going to extract the details using DocParser. So let's open this trigger window and here choose the application name as DocParser. Select the trigger event as parsed documents. Now here we can see a webhook URL and some instructions. So by following these instructions, you can set up the webhook in your DocParser account. So I'm just going to copy this webhook URL from here and I'll just take you to my DocParser account. And here I have already created some parsers, that is invoice and purchase order parser. So here we are going to open this invoice parser and here I have set some rules of the parser also. Here we are moving to the rules and here you can see I have created some rules. So you better know how to create the rules, okay? You can also create the rules for your parser. I have taken name, email address, mobile number, invoice number, item, amount, quantity and the date. So now we are going to integrate this parser with Pabbly Connect so that whenever we are going to upload a new file over here, automatically the details are captured in Pabbly Connect. So come to integrations and here we have to just scroll down and at last we can find simple webhook option. Click on it. Now here it is asking us to give a name to the webhook. So let us give it as automation. I'm just giving a random name. Here we have to select the payload format as JSON and here we have to paste the webhook URL that we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Okay. And now let's click on save and test. Now here it is asking to send a test data. So let's click on send test data. Okay. So the test data is not available. No problem. I'm just going to close this window. And here we can see that your webhook integration automation was successfully saved. Okay, so let's move back to Pabbly Connect and here we can see that it is waiting for the webhook response. So in order to capture the response, we have to do a test submission. It means we have to upload a new document in our DocParser account. So let's move to DocParser once again and here we'll be moving to the document section and here I'm just going to upload a new PDF file. So here you can see I have invoice 1 and invoice 2. I'm just going to upload this invoice 1 and I'm just going to click on I am done uploading. So here you can see that this particular invoice is in data parsing queue and within some moments it will be processed over here. Okay, it will take just some moments. Okay, and here we can see that this particular document invoice 1 is processed. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see the responses received and all the details of the new invoice are captured over here. We can find the uploaded date and time over here. When we scroll down, we can find the quantity as 1. We can find the process date and time. Page count, we can find the customer details also, demo dummy. Here we can find his mobile number and here we can find the item that the customer has purchased, invoice number, file name, email address, and here we have got the document ID, invoice date and the amount. So first of all, we are going to compare these invoice details with the sales record that we are having in our Google Sheet over here. And here you can see I have the same details, the invoice details over here. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect. Let's scroll down, come to this action window and here choose the application name as Google Sheets. Select the action event as lookup spreadsheet rows. Click on Connect, click on Add New Connection, and click on Connect with Google Sheets. Now here it is asking me to choose an account to continue to Pabbly Connect Sheet. So I'm just going to choose my account in which I have created my Google Sheet. Now it is asking for the additional access. So let's click on Continue to give away the access as the data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. Authorization successful. And now the Google Sheets account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now as we have created a connection, here we can find all the spreadsheets that I have created in my Google Sheet account. So our spreadsheet name is sales record over here. So I'll be finding the same over here. From the drop down, let us find sales record. Now here you can see that I have created a single sheet, so the sheet name is automatically captured. If you have created multiple sheets, from the drop down you can select your specific sheet name. Now here it is asking for the lookup column. In which column you want to search the data? So here I want the data to be searched, that is the invoice number. So we will be searching on the basis of invoice number. So I'll be giving the column as column A because we are having the invoice number details in our A column. So here let us give the lookup column as column A. Now it is asking the lookup value. What do you want to search? So we want to search the invoice. So here we have already got the invoice number. Okay, so we'll be searching this particular invoice number. For that we have to map this invoice number over here. For mapping, simply click it over here. Come to the DocParser response and from the drop down let us just select the invoice number. Okay. Now why we have mapped the details over here? Just because next time whenever you're going to upload a new document in your DocParser, automatically the new invoice number will be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. We don't have to link the details. If we are going to copy and paste it, it will not capture the details of the new invoice number. That is the reason we have to just map the invoice numbers over here. Okay. Include header in response. Let's keep it as true. Sort value as top and let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the responses received and all the details of the invoice are captured over here from our Google Sheet. These are the sales record that is captured. So now we are going to compare this sales record with the invoice details. For that, we have to just apply a filter over here, if condition. For that, let's scroll down, come to this plus sign and click on add action step. And here choose the application name as filter. So basically, filter is the if condition. If this particular condition satisfies, then only the workflow should run further. So in our case, we are going to match the details. So we are going to compare the invoice details with the sales record. So here we have to select the label from DocParser. Okay, we have to come to DocParser response and from the drop down, we are going to map the item name. So if this item does not equal to item that is in our Google Sheet. So let us map the product name over here. Then this workflow should run further. Or, so here we are going to specify one or condition. So let's click on this plus sign or condition. Or if the quantity that we are having in our invoice, so let us map the quantity. Okay, let us just find it. Quantity does not equal to the quantity that we are having in our sales record. So let us again find the quantity from Google Sheets. Okay, so if this quantity is not equal to the sales record quantity, then this workflow should run further. Or, so I'm just going to specify one more or condition over here. And if the price that we are having on our invoice, that is the amount, does not equal to the amount that we are having in our sales record in the Google Sheet. So let us map the amount. Let's find it. Okay, yes. Then only this workflow should run further. Okay, and I have specified 3 conditions over here. You can just add some more conditions as per your requirement. Okay, so now we are going to check the condition by clicking on save and send test request. And here we have got the status as success message condition is true. So why the condition is true over here? Just because here we can see that the amount that we have in our invoice does not equal to this particular amount that we are having in our sales record. The amount does not matches. Here we have the amount as 10,000 and in the sales record we have it as 10,500. That is the reason we have got the status as success and message condition is true. Now if the invoice doesn't matches, we are going to inform our team, the accounts team on Slack channel. So let's integrate Slack with Pabbly Connect. Click on this plus sign. And now we are going to choose the application name as Slack. Select the action event as send channel message. Click on connect. Click on add new connection and click on connect with Slack. Now here it is asking for the token type. Enter the token type as either user or bot. Know more about the Slack tokens over here. So let's click on this hyperlink. And here we are redirected to our Pabbly forum. So here you can find all the permission access for the user as well as for the bot. So you can just select it as per your requirement. In my case, I'm just giving the token type as user. And let's click on save. Now it is asking for the permission to access Pabbly Slack workspace. So let's click on allow to give the permissions over here. Authorization successful. Okay, and now the Slack account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here it is asking for the channel name. So I'll just take you to my Slack account where I have already created a channel name Pabbly Accounts Team. If you want to create a new channel, simply click on this plus sign, add channels. Just click on create a channel. You just have to give a name to the channel. You have to specify its description. Just select it as private or a public channel and click on create. And a new channel will get created. In the same way, I have created a channel named Pabbly Accounts Team. So I want to send the messages on this particular channel. So I'll be selecting the same over here. That is Pabbly Accounts Team. Now here it is asking for the message. Specify text of the message to be sent. So here I'll be specifying the message as team. Please recheck the invoice number. And here I'll be mapping the invoice number that we have got from our Google Sheet. Okay. So let's map the invoice number. So please recheck the invoice number as it is incorrect. And now let us give some invoice details also. That is customer name. Let us map it from Google Sheet. And this was the customer name. Along with that, the product which the customer has purchased, product name. Let us map it from Google Sheets once again. And this was the product name. Let us map the product amount also. Again from Google Sheets. And this was the product amount. And at last, let us map the quantity also. So the invoice can be rechecked. Again from Google Sheets. And this was the quantity. So in this particular manner, the message will be delivered to your team. If you want to specify some image URL, you can just give it over here. Even you can give image alt text also. If you want to give some bot name, you can just give it over here. Along with that, you can give bot icon URL also. Auto expand links, I'm just keeping it as true. Link username and channel names, I'm just keeping it as true. You can just change these fields as per your requirement. Okay. And now let's click on save and send test request. Okay. And here we can see the response is received. It means a message is delivered to your team. Let's check it. And here we can find a new message. Team, please recheck the invoice number 258963. Here we can find the same 258963. Customer name is Demo Dummy. Here we can find the same name as Demo Dummy. Here we can find the product name, its amount and the quantity. So a correct message is sent to the team, and in this way we can see that our integration is working fine. Okay. Now let's move back to Pabbly Connect, and now let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay. Now we have set up an automation. This is a one-time process. Next time, whenever you're going to upload a new PDF file in your DocParser account, automatically the invoice details will be matched with your sales records. And if any of the invoice detail doesn't matches, your team will get the notification on the Slack channel that the invoice is created incorrectly. So now we are going to check this in the real time that whether our integration is actually working fine or not. For that, let's move to DocParser account once again. And here I'm just going to upload a new document. Let's select the document from my system, and this time I'm going to upload this invoice 2. I'm done uploading. And here we can see that this particular invoice is in the process section. Okay. Now let us check whether our team has received any message or not. And here we have got a new message. Team, please recheck the invoice number 259865 as it is incorrect because the customer name is Dummy Demo, product name is Red Pro, amount is 30,000 and the quantity is 2. So I'll just show you the invoice details over here. Here we can find the invoice number 259865, and in our sales record it was the same 259865. Customer name was Dummy Demo. Customer name was Dummy Demo. But here we have got the amount as 9,000 in the invoice, and here in the sales record the amount is 30,000, and even the quantity is 2, and here in the invoice the quantity is 1. It means the invoice was incorrect. Okay, and that is the reason our team has got a notification on the Slack channel over here. And in this way we can see that our integration is perfectly working fine. So let's move back to Pabbly Connect, and now I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. Okay, so I'll just minimize the trigger window also. So first we have created an integration between DocParser and Pabbly Connect so that whenever you're going to upload a new document, automatically all the document details are passed over here in Pabbly Connect. Then we have added the action step of Google Sheets to look up spreadsheet rows. We have find a specific record from our Google Sheet. Then we have applied a condition over here by using filter action step, that if the condition satisfies, then only the workflow should run further, or if any of the invoice details doesn't matches, then only the workflow should run further. And at last, we have informed the team on the Slack channel that the invoice is created incorrectly. And in this way, we have learned that how we can compare invoice details with the sales records in the real time using Pabbly Connect. Thank you, everyone.
So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. In case you have any queries, you can just post your queries at Pabbly Forum. Our team will surely get back to you. This is our Pabbly Connect website, and to know the latest updates and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is pabbly.connect. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is attached in the description box. You can clone this workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.